What's up, everybody? This is your boy Ken, aka Mr. Gentleman, your host of Mr. Gentleman Like That podcast. And this week's sponsorship is from Newsly. Newsly is a all-in-one audio super app for iOS and Android. It picks up web articles about the most trending topics on the web at any given moment and read them to you in a natural human voice. For the first time in ever of the internet, the entire web becomes listenable, all in one place. Browse articles from topic choose, start playing, start scrolling, and start listening. You can follow any topic as you specifically as you like, from sports, science to Bitcoin, even from the Kardashians. It will find you on the latest article and you read them to you out loud. And they have podcasts as well. Explore trending podcasts from over 50 countries. Our podcast, Mr. Gentleman Like That podcast, is on there as well. Yes, it is. Shout out to Newsly for that. I started using it as my default podcast app. Download and use Newsly for free from www.newsly.me or from the link in the description. Use the promo code Mr. Gentleman that I will also put in the description and receive 1 month free premium subscription. So you already know, y'all, download Newsly now. Check it out. Support them, y'all. This is your boy Ken, aka Mr. Gentleman, your host of Mr. Gentleman Like That podcast, and enjoy the show. You are now listening to Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast Season 6. Hello, everybody. This is your boy Ken, aka Mr. Gentleman, 1/4 of the Premier Boy Podcast, and your host of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. And welcome to another new episode of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. Hope all is well. And this episode, we're gonna be a little light. This is a personal episode. We're gonna be a little light this time around, and we're gonna discuss finding my purpose. Meaning, what is the meaning of purpose? What do I feel is my purpose in this life, and many more. This was a very short episode, but I really hope that y'all enjoyed this. So y'all already know what to do. Sit back, relax, and I'll be right back.
Check this out. My name is Twin Turbo B, and you're now listening to Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. Let's get it.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. And at this time, I will be giving y'all the Mr. Gentleman Facts quote of the day. And today, quote of the day is, love yourself first before loving somebody else. I know I said the quote before, but I'm going to run it back. So what I mean by that is, in order to give somebody that love that they deserve, you must love yourself first, meaning take care of yourself. Be aware of your mistakes. Make sure you have no toxic behavior. And give that person your all, because you can't love somebody else. You don't love yourself if you don't have your stuff together. So always remember, before loving somebody else, please love yourself first. Self-love is very important. And that is today, Mr. Gentleman Facts quote of the day. everybody. This is your boy Ken, aka Mr. Gentleman, and I am the host of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. And this commercial break is brought to you by Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. On Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast, we interview many guests about their life journey, pretty much where they come from and where they at now. Also promoting their brands or whatever they're doing at the time they come on the show. We also have the host talk about personal stories about himself and everything that he's been through. And also we have fun conversation about anything music, anything old school, relationships, wrestling, and many more. And y'all can tune in to Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast every Sundays at 12 a.m. We are also on every Thursdays at 12 a.m. for Spin-Off Series Thursdays, where we have all of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast Spin-Off Series all in one day, where we have a conversation about music podcast every first Thursday at 12 a.m. The Old School Show with myself and the Star Roddy Rod every fourth Thursday at 12 a.m. And we have Date Night Talk Podcast with myself and Miss Vanna B every second and third Thursday at 12 a.m. And y'all can tune in to Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Pods, and many more. Or y'all can check it out on the official website of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast, www.realmrgentlemanlifestylepodcast.com, www.realmrgentlemanlifestylepodcast.com, and tune in every Sundays and Thursdays at 12 a.m. for Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in to this commercial break of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. Back to your regularly scheduled program. Cheers!
My name is Lacey, and you are now listening to Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. And at this time, we're going to discuss about, what is our purpose in life? Like, what are we meant to do in life? Like, because I know we're not meant to wake up every day, go to work, pay bills, and that's it. I feel like there's always a more greater thing to do in this life that we live in. But before we talk about get more deep into that, what is the meaning of purpose? So the meaning of purpose is the reason something exists, an intent in, an aim, or goal. Purpose create meanings, offer a sense of direction, help guide our path, behaviors, and our goal when applied to our life. And I know my whole life I've always been wondering, what is my purpose? Like, why am I meant to be here? And like I said before, I knew it was supposed to be bigger than just working and paying bills and just being average. I feel like I came here for a bigger reason. That's why I done many things that I wanted to do my whole life, like got into music, done acting, did be a club promoter, doing the podcast now. But I feel like it was always a bigger meaning to my life. And before I touch more about that, I got to talk about my background story. So growing up, I was raised with two parents who was married for 40 years and three sisters. I am the only boy. And we was always surrounded by preachers, mainly from my mother's side. My grandfather was a pastor of a church before he passed away with my grandmother, and then my aunt stepped up. So I guess my family always felt like down the line, he want all their kids to be a part of that. But I know for a fact that that's not my goal. That's not where I want to do things. I never felt that way. I always wanted to be my own identity. Never wanted to be known as Kenneth Leroy Powell Jr. When everybody see me, they see my father, or Twana the Yell brother. Which is why, like, when I started my club promoting, I never came to them, because I always feel like I was always a person who liked to do things on their own, and which I did, And the one thing I always get this one thing when people talk to me, the main thing people always say is helping people. Where one day as a kid, junior high school, this random woman came up to me and said that, hey, I know growing up you're going to be a preacher, or at least you're going to help people by your words. And back then, a long time ago, I never know what that meant, I never understood what that meant. I was like 11, 12, of course I wouldn't understand what that meant. Then of course in church, growing up, people would say the same thing. Your words, you put to do amazing things with your life, something with your words. In my head, I keep saying, what is your word? What do they mean by that? I always wonder, what do they mean by that? And I never knew what that meant, I never knew what that meant. I always felt like the thing that I was meant to do in my whole life was music. But then music didn't work out, and I was just trying to figure out, what I was supposed to do. I remember one day on my IG page, I was just posting quotes and stuff like that. And I didn't think nothing of it at the time. I was just posting quotes. I know just to spread, some positivity. No real meaning behind it. I was just posting quotes. So while I was promoting at Taj, this random girl came up to me and she came to me and said, "Hey Ken, you don't know me, but I just want to say thank you." And I told her, "Hey, why are you thanking me?" And she said that I can follow you on Instagram and you be posting many quotes. And I just want to say thank you, because your quotes that you be posting helped me through hard times. So I just want to say thank you, and just keep doing what you do. And when I heard that, it meant a lot, because I didn't know I was helping somebody. I was just posting quotes, and I did not see nothing of it at all. I didn't see nothing of it at all. And I believe this was 2017 or 2018. So around 2017, the podcast idea came around, but I didn't really have no idea of what my podcast was going to be. Originally, like I mentioned many times, the idea was the Premier Way idea. And if y'all heard that show, y'all know what that show is about. It's about basically 4 brothers just talking about men stuff, But so then a year later, I started Mr. Gentleman Like the podcast, and the original idea for Mr. Gentleman Like the podcast was just to, to talk topics, play music, and have my friends come on the show, so I could showcase their brand, and so people could know more about them. Not knowing that I was helping them down the line, because by doing that, the show grew, and then more people came on the show, and then more people that came on the show, they started telling their stories, and after they started telling stories, it became more bigger and bigger, which opened up for me to start telling me my stories and about things that going on in my life. And everybody that know me know that I don't open up like that. I don't open up about anything about life like that. And then it hit me later that my purpose of being here is to impact in somebody's life, from helping them and just spreading positivity, and just helping them the best way that I can. So by finally realizing that, I started the Gentleman Fact Code today on my IG page, and it was just a good gift to start doing that. And I feel like I found my path. I found what I was meant to do. Through all that, I finally feel like I found my identity. And I don't feel like I'm living in nobody's shadow no more. So just remember, like, while we living in this life, just know that your purpose in life is bigger than what you're doing right now. Whether you're supposed to become a millionaire, whether you're supposed to just be a loving husband and wife, you're supposed to own your business, or you're supposed to be an impact in somebody's life. No matter what you do, it's always the purpose of somebody's life. We're not always meant to just wake up and pay bills. We are meant to be a bigger impact in somebody's life. Whether it's one person, whether it's 5 people, whether it's 10 person, whether it's 20 people, whether it's 1,000 people, we all supposed to be an impact in somebody's life. Just always remember that. Your purpose in life is bigger than what you're doing right now. And I'll be right back. Hello, everybody. This is your boy Ken, aka Mr. Gentleman. Now, I am the host of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast, and this commercial break is brought to you by Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast presents Spinoff Series Thursdays. And Spinoff Series Thursday is the new home for Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast Spinoff Series. That brought to you shows like A Conversation About Music Podcast, The Old School Show, and Date Night Talk Podcast. And A Conversation About Music Podcast is a music spin-off series where we talk about anything music, from the current music scene and the old school music scene, where we interview many guests that's in the music industry and artists about their music journey. We have a segment game called The Face Off, which is a versus inspired game. And we have roundtable discussion about variety of music topics. And y'all can check out A Conversation About Music Podcast every first Thursday at 12 a.m. Every first Thursday at 12 a.m. Now, the Old School Show that featured myself and the star Roddy Rod is a show where we discuss anything old school, from music, TV shows, movies, and many more. We also bring in guests to join in on the old school conversation. Y'all can check out the Old School Show with myself and the star Roddy Rod every fourth Thursday at 12 a.m. Every fourth Thursday at 12 a.m. And last but not least, we have Date Night Talk Podcast with myself and Miss Vanna B, where we talk about anything relationship related topics like love, dating, relationships, cheating, the good and the bad, and many more. And y'all can check out this spin-off series, Date Night Talk Podcast, every second and third Thursday at 12 p.m. So look out for Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast presents Spin-off Series Thursday, A Conversation About Music Podcast, every first Thursday. The Old School Show with myself and the star Roddy Rod every fourth Thursdays, and Date Night Talk Podcast with myself and Miss Vanna B every second and third Thursdays. And y'all can check out Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast every Sundays for the main series and every Thursday for spin-off series Thursdays. And thank y'all for checking out this commercial break. And now back to your regularly scheduled program. True! I just want to take the time to thank everybody for tuning into this latest episode of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. Y'all already know where I'm at every Sundays. Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast, each and every Sundays at 12 p.m. We on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Good Pods, and many more. Y'all can rate the show 5-star rating on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Good Pods, Podchasers. The more you rate the show, the more people know about Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast presents the Old School Show. We return with new episodes in December every 4th or 5th Sundays at 12 a.m. We might go through some small changes due to personal reasons at the moment, but we are returning with new episodes in December. So look out for the Old School Show returns in December. Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast presents a conversation about music podcast every first Sunday at 12 a.m. Season 2 premiere January 2023. So look out for that. Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast presents Date Night Talk Podcast with myself and Ms. Vanna B. We return with new episodes this month. Every first and fourth Thursdays at 12 a.m. So look out for all of the spin-off series from the Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast now. And this show haven't returned yet, but check out season 1 and season 2 of the Premier Boys podcast with myself, Aaron Keatok Sands, the Star Rider Rod, and Long Live the Chief Molly Mal. Season 3 coming soon. Season 3 coming soon. Also, check out King Talk Sands podcast show, King Talk with Aaron Sands, every Friday at 12 a.m. I am executive producer of that show. So check out King Talk every Fridays. If you want to be a guest on Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast or the spin-off series, y'all can email me a bio about yourself and everything that you do to my email. KenYPGENT@gmail.com, KenYPGENT@gmail.com, or hit me up on social media, Ken_Mr. Gentleman. I repeat, Ken, Ken _Mr. MR Gentleman, GENTLEMAN. And y'all can add me on Good Pod, Ken Mr. Gentleman. Good Pod caters to many independent podcasters. Y'all can listen to each other's shows. Y'all can rate each other's shows. And we have the charts. So right at the time, we're going to do the chart review. And the chart we're going to do is Good Pod Charts. Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast is number 3 on Top 100 shows. Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast is number 3 for Top 100 shows. We are number 2 for Top 100 episode for the Brother Crossover with Aaron Keatok Sands. We are number 2 so far. We are number 1 for Society and Culture. We've been number 1 for the past 4 days. So shout out to everybody that's been checking out Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. And let's continue to grow the show, y'all. Let's continue to grow the show. Check out the official Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast website, www.realmrgentlemanlifestylepodcast.com, www.realmrgentlemanlifestylepodcast.com. Y'all can check out every guest profile, listen to every episode, watch every video, check out every guest appearance that I've been on, especially the latest guest appearance I've been on, Aaron Keatok Sands, the Brotherhood Crossover. And y'all can also buy merch from TeePublic through the website as well. And yeah, let's support Mr. Gentleman Like the Podcast. And just thank y'all for always supporting Mr. Gentleman Like the Podcast. It really means a lot. And once again, thank y'all for tuning into this latest episode of Mr. Gentleman Like the Podcast. Next week's episode, we are putting out the King Talk episode of Brotherhood Crossover bonus episode next week. And then after that, we will return with new episodes in November. So, yeah, Have a good day or night wherever you're listening to this episode.
This is a Coupon Queenman from the CQP Moments podcast, and you're listening to the Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast with the man himself, Ken, Mr. Gentleman. Don't forget to like and subscribe.